What is up, trolls? Gratch back with a war recap for you guys, and this one was a heartbreaker. It really was. As you can see here, we went up against Reddit Raiders, which was exciting. This was one of the first really good war clans that we've gone up against. I don't know that I would say 100% fair play, but a good matchup nonetheless. They had some really good attacks, and these were some of the better bases that we've gone up against in quite some time, as well as the Town Hall matchup was great. They did have a pretty significant advantage as far as heroes went. Even some of their bottom guys had 30 heroes on their Town Hall 9s. But really, we had a chance on doing this one. They 3-starred all of our Town Hall 9s, 2-starred one of the 10s, and 1-starred one of our 10s. We 2-starred both of their top Town Hall 10s, and if you look down there's Town Hall 9, 3-star, 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 3-star. Oh, and then it falls off, and we just really struggled with their mid to low Town Hall 9s. So our top end Town Hall 9s were able to really hold our own against their Town Hall 9s, but our lower guys with that significant hero disadvantage, for whatever reason, just weren't universally able to pull it off. We did have a chance at the end of the war with about half an hour left. We had 5 attacks left to win it and couldn't quite get it done. But that's all right. We did have lots of good attacks, a lot of them against much better bases than we're used to seeing. So let's take a look at some of them, see what we got. We'll start off with Tard going in on their number 3. This was a cleanup attack, so he knew where most of the traps were, what was in the CC and whatnot. And had a pretty good plan from the previous one, but starts off with the Queen, some healers, has a couple minions down to get some of these outside buildings. And you'll see here, this first compartment that the Queen is on actually has all 4 of the Teslas sort of spread out in the 4 corners. So once that one pops, he's going to go on and send in some wall breakers and let the Queen get in there and just clear all of that out. That was one of the main changes from the first attack. A couple of those Teslas were left standing because she didn't get in it. So then the Golem goes down, another minion to help create the funnel with a couple wizards, and just going to let all of these Valks just burn through the wall. No wall breakers or anything needed. Already has a jump spell to let them get to that next compartment. Everything just goes down so quickly to these Valks. Has the first heal down, double giant bomb set gone. There is that Golem there in the CC, but the Valks and the Wizards will take care of that, and there's a heal to keep them up from that splash damage. They are taking a little bit of heat here, but they get in another heal, still working their way through. A handful of Valks down here on that south side, backed up by a Wizard, so they're cleaning all of that up. Enemy King goes down, and then uses his King's ability with those Valks and just crushes the enemy Queen. So you could see already, this one is already over, basically. There's just not enough left to salvage this one. The Valks that were walking around the outside take out that Archer Tower. The CC will go down here in one more second. And so there's only those 2 Archer Towers left. The Queen's going to get one. And then the Valks will converge there on that other one here in a minute. They'll burn through that wall. And the Queen's going to step up and help out as well. So the King gets in there with some Valks. It's just gone. I mean, look how quickly they take out a defense when you've got a handful of Valks. And boom, 3 stars. Nice attack, Tard. Next we will see Palm on number 4. Doing it with the mass Valks. This one was a fresh hit, but the way that the base was set up, able to really just work them around pretty effectively. So it's going to start off with a Queen walk. Drop her right in front of that Archer Tower with some healers. Take that out. Let this all develop here for a second. Goes on, drops a Golem there. Wizards. And going to sort of do the same thing as on the last one. Let the King, the Valks, just break through the wall. And as soon as that King pops out, they'll all aggro on him. Boom, there he goes. All the skeletons go down, and they're through the wall. Defense down. Boom. Defense down. Defense down. Great stuff. Love it. Queen's still walking around. Gets the jump down for him. have a poison for these CC troops, as well as the heal to keep them all up. So there's the giant bomb set there. Another jump to let them keep moving. And then the heal for them, just keeping them up. Has that group of Valks there that got into the core. They're going to come do a little bit of damage there to the Queen. And then another group that's breaking through this wall over there. But the Queen's going to step up, take out some of these buildings. The enemy Queen aggroes, so drops the poison on her. Boom, she's dead. And as you can see, this one's over, basically. We'll speed it up and watch everything converge. Got lots of Valks. The Queen's full health. The King's at half health. They do have to backtrack here a little bit and get through some stuff, but they just get through walls so fast. And the Valks are just going to go take care of business. And boom, 3 stars. Next up, we've got Matt on number 5. Doing it with a Govaho, but heavy on the Valks. Only a handful of hogs, 4 of them, and the 1 loon. So gets down some minions early. Also dropping a balloon to get that 1-for-1 trade on the mortar. And then gets his Queen down with the healers to start that walk. And this really seems to be pretty effective against these anti-3 bases, as you let the Queen walk one section and then just send in your Golem and your Valks and your King on another, jump them around, give them some heals, and they'll take out just about anything. So sending in those wall breakers there. The Expo did get one of them, so sends in another, and is able to get in there. So the Queen will step up. There's the CC. So he has a poison for him, and a rage. And done. CC taken care of. Goes on and drops his Golem and sends in that hog on the distracted archer tower. Great usage there. Gets so much value out of that hog. Some wizards down here to help out. That hog jumps in there, finishes off the mortar, and then drops his jump and all of the Valks. The King's down there. He had to beat through a wall, but does get a shot or 2 off on the Queen. Enough for that wizard to step up and take care of business. Still has 2 heals. Got the rest, a couple of hogs down there, taking stuff out. Just waiting on those heals. Not using them yet. And there goes one. Gets a few troops in there. Has 1 hog, some barbs, wizard, and a couple of Valks. So he's going to get some good use out of them. But the main group of his Valks is down here on the bottom right, close to the Queen. So they're all going to work their way around. Still got a heal, still got a hog. There is a Golemite up there doing some tanking. And let's speed it up and watch this just get wrecked. So drops that heal, and while those Valks are healed, nothing's going to take them out. And boom, 3 stars for Matt. So this is definitely the, seems to be the new meta here, at least against anti-3 bases. These mass Valks, just letting them roll through. Alright, next we will go down to number 11 and see Timos doing it with a bunch of Valks. Love the way this is working. So drops minions down at the bottom, along with a couple golems, 3 of them to be exact, spread out. Lots of wizards. They'll also do a good job of breaking this funnel here. So sends in the wall breakers, and now all is free for the Valks to go in. Also got his heroes down at the bottom. They'll take out this whole compartment with those wizards. Sort of sucks that the enemy Queen jumped over the wall there, so his King's going to run around to get to her, taking himself out of the picture for a lot of this, but it's okay. Has a heal down there for all of his Valks. Still got 2 heals left, and not a whole lot up there that can hurt him. Still got a couple of golems doing a bunch of tanking, but all of his Valks are out front of them at this point. So the golem's not doing a whole lot. Gets a heal down there. They take out the king, still got all the wizards behind them, so the golems are tanking for that, but the wizards are all shooting at that lava hound, which sucks. Has the poison down to keep those pups away from his Valks as much as possible. And then the wizards taking out some more. They will burn through this wall here. He does still have a heal spell for him, and the queen is still at full health with her ability. So there goes that heal spell. Got the wizard that's going to take out this last lava pup, which is really going to be the last threat. I mean, there is that cannon down there, but what is it going to do? The queen's going to step up here and take care of it real quick. And boom, another 3-star with Valks. And for our last one, we'll see 13 from Donation Proxy. Doing a Go Vaho. Is anybody sensing a common theme here? So drops the giant, gets the CC lure. It is a P.E.K.K.A. and a balloon. I'm going to speed it up while we pull those over because this takes forever. So drops a poison on him, has some small troops for distraction, and then able to just take it out with wizards and the queen. Now that funnel should be pretty well created, so he sends in the Valks, the CC of more max Valks and wizards, and the king. I mean, just look at that. The stuff just disappears. So Giant Bomb goes off, doesn't really take a whole lot of damage from it, and that jump, look at all he has access to from that one jump. It's crazy. Almost the whole base. So a group of them take the jump and continue. The rest of them are going to break through the wall, but he has a heal for him. Drops a poison there. And his king at work on the enemy king. Queen's already down. And then sends in a group of hogs here on the left-hand side with a heal. So they'll be able to burn through that compartment. All of his Valks broke through, so they are working their way around the outside. And then the rest of his hogs down at the bottom. Again, still has a heal left. It's pretty obvious where that's going to get used, right there. That double giant bomb set does go off, but he's got his Valks in there and a small couple of hogs. And now it's just clean up. Plenty of troops left for it. The other nice thing about this attack strat is it just goes really quickly. Boom. 3 stars. So, once again, guys, obviously not the outcome we were hoping for out of this war. It would have been nice to put a beat down on the Reddit Raiders. But it was good for all of us, get some good practice on some real bases. So let's rebound on this next one. Until then, this is Gratch from King Trolls, bringing you the boom. Here comes